My name is Tiffany Edwards Hunt, and I am a candidate for Hawaii County Council District 5. I'm a newspaper reporter by trade and covered Hawaii County Council for 5.5 years as a daily newspaper reporter. Spent some time as a legislative aide for a councilwoman, and I ended up starting my own newspaper, Big Island Chronicle. It can be found online at bigislandchronicle.com. So I have many years of studying government and writing about it. And now, as a mother of 2, I am reaching the point where I believe that I can affect positive change in the government. I think that as my children are growing older and I'm seeing the issues continue to recycle term after term, I've reached a point where I really want to get in and affect positive change and try to bring infrastructure and services to Puna. I don't want to be the parent that has to drive to Hilo to provide my child with opportunities that they cannot get in Puna. I also am growing increasingly concerned that our budget is $416 million, and yet our Puna district is not receiving an equitable amount of services. An example is the fact that we have 9 police officers per shift. We have 5 who are on patrol between Keau and Kalapana, and we have 4 on patrol between Keau and Volcano. There are people who believe that that is an adequate level of service, but if you are a domestic violence victim, and believe me, there are plenty here in Puna, on Hawaii Island, we are the 8th worst in the nation for domestic violence. In Puna, we are probably the worst on the island, and yet we don't have a domestic violence shelter here. So if you're a woman who's brave enough to call the police, you need the police to come in a timely manner. And with 4 police officers patrolling Upper Puna and 5 police officers patrolling Lower Puna, the likelihood of a police officer showing up in a timely manner is pretty minimal. The other concern of mine is our ambulance service. We have 1 ambulance servicing Pahoa area, and we have 1 ambulance servicing Keau area. We have a practice here where people call the ambulance in order to get them to the hospital faster and be able to be served faster by coming by ambulance. Their troubles are manini. They are for things that a typical person would go to the doctor or maybe urgent care, but these people are going to the emergency room. If you are in Lower Puna and you are in an ambulance, there is a 2-hour transit time for that ambulance. If someone has a heart attack and they actually need the ambulance in Lower Puna, the ambulance would have to come from Keau. We have a history here in Puna where we elect representatives and they go to Hilo and they don't look for Puna in the rear view mirror. You can be assured that with me, my heart and soul is in Puna. I am very passionate about Puna, and I will represent you and be one of the hardest working representatives that we've ever had. I ask for your vote in the upcoming election, and you will not be disappointed. Aloha.